How's it going, guys? Kaiji Park here. Today we'll be doing a review of... Where the fuck is my figure? How's it going, guys? Kaiji Park here. And it's been a while since I've done a figure review. My last review being terrible. But with this one, I want to put some effort into my reviews from now on so I don't get memed. But I want to take a look at 2014 Neca Godzilla from the 2014 film Godzilla. I want to say straight off the bat that this is one of the greatest designs for Godzilla. He just looks so modern and badass looking, and I love it. And his roar is so fucking amazing. With the success of this movie, Legendary is able to produce 3 more kaiju movies. First starting with Kong Skull Island, then with the recently released Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then next year's Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, so watch this movie if you want. It's mediocre at best, if I'm honest. But now taking a look on this figure, this has to be like one of the greatest designs, like I said. And NECA, well, they nailed the design just decently, I suppose. I wish the head could have been a bit bigger, in my opinion. I don't know. It just seems a bit too small, honestly. It doesn't seem to replicate that design and you see in a movie to its full extent, I guess you could say. But yeah, NECA did a good job here. Paint job wise, you can see like this bluish paint running along its scales, and you can see the mouth, it's open, it's painted on well. There's some like white splotches. That was my fault. It's not the figure's fault. I tried to custom paint it myself, but yeah, I just made it look like worse. But you can see the paint there, it's really nice. You can see the body itself is molded in this black plastic with some blue washes like painted over its scales, and it brings out like details you wouldn't ever see before if it's just all plain black, which is I really like. You can see the legs here has like that alligator scaling design to it, which is really nice. You can see his arms. It also holds that scaly detail here. You see the legs, the feet. A lot of people didn't like the elephant stump feet, but I didn't mind too much. That's because they didn't even show it in the movie that much, if I'm honest. Here you can see the chest area with like a brown wash to definitely bring out all the details that you won't see if this body was just casted on black, which I appreciate NECA for doing. Here you can see there's like some brown wash on his elbows and even like on his hips area, which is really nice. One lacking thing that I wish NECA could have like done better with this figure is his dorsal plates. I don't like that the dorsal plates look bland. I wish they could have had that detail like they did with their recent Godzilla figure, which I'll get into in my next review. Let's get that shit out of here. But yeah, the dorsal plates reminds me of 2000 Godzilla. I don't know why, it just does. But oh, here I'll talk about a problem I have with this figure. So if you get him, I'm not sure this is a issue with the reissues, but his mouth won't open. All you have to do is like pop that jaw in and just move the jaw basically, then pop it back in and you'll be able to move it. So yeah, that's a fix. I'm not sure the reissues have fixed that. But here we'll go over articulation. You can make him look down that far, you can make him look up that far. I wish he could look up farther because he's facing flying monsters that want to fuck. Here you can move his arm around 360, his elbow is on a ball joint. You can also like move it in and out. So you can get some decent poses with this figure. And here on his wrist, you can also, it's also in the ball joint, so you can move it around. I know this is painful for Godzilla. He's just spinning his wrist around. Poor guy. It's not stopping him from breaking all his joints, but here you can move him in, out, up, and down to get whatever poses you need to get out of him. God, my English is terrible. But yeah, his waist is a bit stiff, but you could definitely move his waist But yeah, you can move him around. So yeah, you can get him to any poses you want, and to his waist, you can move his waist down, not that far. Honestly, you can't move it down that far. You can barely move it back any far because of the plates will get in the way. So he's just in that neutral pose basically. So you won't be getting much dynamic poses with him. But you could get him into Godzilla poses, which, yeah, it's alright, I guess. You can move his legs around 360. They're in the ball joints. You can move them in and out. I just didn't show it here because I'm just twisting him around basically. So yeah, you can move his legs around, but the articulation of his legs are really bad in my opinion. I wish they could have fixed that with the newer figures they released for 2019. But here you can move his knees around. They will get hindered, so don't move them around too much. But you can move his knee out that far, and then you can bend him back. It's alright. And his feet, you can rotate his feet around 360 degrees if you really wanted to. And it has, you can move his toes that far. Yeah, it's not really much you could get with this guy, but it's enough to where if you want to put him in a display, you can get it. And you have like an ankle joint, which is always nice. And of course, we got to give it one of them beautiful Getting it back in is pretty difficult, but once you do get it back in, it should be in there pretty nice and tightly. But yeah, once we get it back in, we could give him another beautiful spread. And yeah, onto the tail. His tail has four different segments. Here they're on a ball joint, so you could just twist them around. And here it has a bendy wire, which everyone hates from these earlier releases. Yeah. Here we'll get into the size. He's over 6 inches and he's over 12 inches long. So yeah, he's a decently sized figure. And now into accessories, which this guy doesn't come with. What the fuck? Get out of here. But you could get a accessory part from SH Monster Arts, and that doesn't look too bad. Although, I really wish this guy would have come with accessories, since in the movie, Godzilla has like this weird... I don't know how to explain it. It's like a weird atomic breath that we don't usually see from Godzilla. It has a more of a fiery effect, if you know what I mean. If you've seen a movie, which I'll show a clip of here so you can see what I mean, it has like this fiery effect. It looks so weak. I don't like it. It's just disgusting. Get out of here. But luckily in the newer movie, the atomic breath has a great upgrade. I love the way this atomic breath is. It's actually powerful. It's strong. I love it. Get the fuck that weak shit out of here. But yeah, onto the size comparisons to this figure. One thing that I do want to say is this figure is not that big compared to other Godzilla figures, and here you'll see it compared with the Neca Burning Godzilla. Here was the SH Monster Arts, and here was the okay, this isn't a fair comparison. This is an X Plus figure, but yeah, you can see there he's pretty short compared to other Godzillas. But other than that, he's really decent figure. Here he is compared to my Jeep Wrangler. I don't know why, but yeah, if you want to pick this guy up, go for it. I'm sure you'll be able to get him. I'm not sure. There's like bootleg versions of him, so be careful when you get that. But yeah, he's a great figure. Definitely recommend you gain him. And yeah. This has been a review of 2014's Godzilla from Neca. Hopefully I can make more reviews in the future. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I actually don't know how to end this segment. What do I add? I'm just